Hi guys and welcome back to the Mighty Blues. Listen, I'm just going to be dead honest with you. This is dead casual. I'm lying on my couch. I feel like I deserve this lie down, to be perfectly honest with you. We're going to attempt to get through the player ratings. Now this will probably be a quicker player ratings than usual because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. As you can tell by my voice, I am probably about 15 minutes away from having no voice at all. And I still haven't quite computed what I've just witnessed, to be perfectly honest with you. I still haven't quite computed just how big of a game of football and how big of a result that really was for this football club. It was all about tonight. It was do or die. Look, I've got cuts all over me. One there, one there. I don't know how I got these cuts. I've probably got many more that I'll discover in the morning. But it was a massive, massive night, and it was really was do or die tonight for Everton Football Club. And at half-time, it very much felt like it was die. And these players, the fans, the manager, everybody come together to make it do. And I said this in the instant match reaction, and I want to say it again, because A, I like repeating myself, and B, I think it's a really valid point. This season's been very much one that we will forget and should forget because it's been an absolute fucking disaster. I'll never forget tonight. That's for sure. Never, ever, ever, for as long as I live, will I forget tonight. Running on that pitch at the end of the game, celebrating Dominic Calvert-Lewin's third goal, being in a flood of tears when the final whistle went. I'll never forget that. But I think it says something about Frank Lampard as a manager, that he's managed to come into a football club whose fans were the most divided that we've maybe ever been with this football club, with the board, with the players, with the previous management. And Frank has come in, and as well as the fans who have taken it on their own back and their own responsibility to come together and fight, Frank has managed to orchestrate a togetherness and a bond that I don't think I've ever felt at this football club. And not only has he managed to do that, he's managed to do that from the most divided this club has been in a long time, potentially ever. And I think a lot of credit has to be given to Frank Lampard for that. But yeah, listen, let's get straight into the player ratings, because I've already done my instant match reaction. I've already done a little video on the pitch at Goodison Park. I've already spent hours screaming and shouting. So let's get into it. Jordan Pickford. I'm going to give Jordan a 7 tonight. I don't think he could really do much about either of the goals. The second one, he actually makes a really good save. And then unfortunately, it just ends up going behind him. First, I can't even remember it, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Yeah, I'm gonna assume he didn't make a mistake for it, but he actually made an unbelievable save when it was 2-1. We just scored the first goal. We were pushing to get back into it, and he makes a save that, had it have gone in, it would have been game, set and match. I actually thought the lad was offside at the time, but even if he was, they'd have given it, because Anthony Taylor blatantly wanted Palace to win that game today. But Jordan Pickford pulls out an absolute monstrosity of a save, really. It's a monstrosity of a save to keep the game alive at that point. And then obviously we go on and history is made. So, in fact, Jordan's getting a 9. In fact, Jordan's getting a 10 tonight, because he's boss. I love him. He's at times single-handedly won us games of football. And tonight I think there's a massive argument to say he's done that again. Vitaly Michelenko, I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he struggled at times defensively. Thought he struggled at times to keep up with the pace and power of Crystal Palace's front line. But for the most part, he battled, he worked hard, he put himself about, defended well, made a nuisance of himself. And again, it was a very solid performance by Vitaly Michelenko today. Not really much wrong with it. I just thought there was a couple of times when he looked like he was struggling a little bit. Michael Keane is getting a 9 tonight. Defensively, could have done a bit better for probably both goals. But the reality is he scored the goal that got us back in the game. Really good finish as well from a centre-half. And he battled today. He worked hard, kept his cool, kept his composure at times. And yeah, Thought he played well. Mason Holgate next to him. I'm going to give Mason a 7. Again, probably could have done better for the 2 goals. But stayed firm, won the ball back a couple of times, worked hard, battled, and ultimately, I don't think he made many individual mistakes that we can sit here and really target him for. So yeah, he's getting a 7. Seamus Coleman's getting a 10. And not even based off of his performance, to be honest with you. The fella is a legend of this football club. The fella showed clearly at the end of the game how much that means to him. He battled, he worked. I did think he defended well. I think he put himself about well when he needed to. He was phenomenal tonight. And made a couple of bad passes, made a couple of bad decisions. But his desire, his work rate, and his determination and his leadership shone through. So, there you go. Andre Gomez is getting a 2. And that's generous because we've won the game and I'm absolutely in a boss mood. I thought he was the standout shitter tonight. Very, very poor. I think he was lucky to start the game, considering he wasn't very good against Brentford either. But it was the absolute right decision to take him off at half-time and to bring Dele Alli on, and it is quite possibly the best substitution Frank Lampard has made since being the Everton manager. Gomez offered nothing and doesn't offer very much, and maybe this will be the end for Andre Gomez as an Everton player, but tonight I just thought he was ineffective, really, and then it was a game that we needed everybody to be effective in, and that was why I think it was the right decision. So Corey next to him, I'm going to give the Corey an 8.5. I think his battle was there, his commitment, his desire, his determination, his fight. Considering for 45 minutes he was doing the job of 2 players because, as I said, Andre Gomez wasn't bringing much at all. I thought Abdoulaye Doucouré was brilliant today. Really worked hard, battled, fought, showed that commitment, showed that desire. And yeah, deserves all the credit in the world for that. Alex Iwobi is getting a 10. Once again, phenomenal. Work rate, desire, passion, commitment, ability, everything was just there to be shown today from Alex Iwobi. I thought he was great. I thought he was absolutely great today. So he's getting a 10. Anthony Gordon was getting a 9. Thought it was the right decision to take him off when he did. But his work rate was impeccable. Won a couple of really good fouls in good areas as well. Could he have been a bit more creative? Maybe. Could he have used the ball better in the final third? Maybe. But that's being hypercritical. The lad has been one of our standouts this season, and if it wasn't for Anthony Gordon, we may well not have been in the position where we were able to celebrate staying in the Premier League tonight. We might have been done and dusted by now. So, yeah, again, huge credit to Anthony Gordon. He's been fantastic this season. Wasn't his most lively night tonight, but still, nevertheless, worked hard, battled, fought. Desire was there. And yeah, there's still banging going on outside my house. I don't know whether that's someone's house getting robbed. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's just the toffees absolutely bouncing. Richarlison is getting a 10. Listen, whatever happens with Richarlison over the course of the next however many weeks, months, I think we can firmly say that this lad is Everton. He is Everton through and through. He loves this football club as much as we all do. And he was phenomenal again today. His desire, his battle, his work rate, his determination, his awareness for his goal is just fabulous. And I don't think it would be right for me to give him any less than a 10. He was brilliant. And I love the lad so fucking much. So much. And then Dominic Calvert-Lewin is getting a 10. Brilliant tonight. 15 headers he won tonight. He scored the winning goal. He's come under a lot of criticism recently. He spent a lot of this season out injured. He struggled a lot with fitness and getting back to fitness and rumours and all of that nonsense. But tonight, he was brilliant. He was absolutely brilliant. And he was actually my man of the match tonight. And he deserved that winning goal, and you could see how much it meant for him. We were all screaming out for a hero. We were all screaming out for somebody to come and save our season. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin has been that player. As Anthony Gordon and Alex Iwobi and a couple of other names, Jordan Pickford. But Dominic Calvert-Lewin today was fabulous. Onto the substitutes bench then. Dele Alli is getting a 10. Completely changed the game when he come on and showed exactly what he can bring to this Everton team. If he can get more of that out of Dele Alli, then I don't think there's any doubt that he will be a constant feature in this side. Absolutely the right substitution made by Frank Lampard at the right time. And he was brilliant. To Marty Glaze getting an 8. I think he come on and very similarly changed the game. Obviously, it was his ball into the box that ultimately, in fact, he's getting a 9.5. That ultimately created the third goal. Thought his desire was there. Thought his energy was there. He was winning the ball well again. Another really, really well-timed substitution by Frank Lampard. And then John Joe can get a 10 just for his celebrations, to be honest with you. Didn't really do much when he come on. Don't even think he touched the ball, but his celebrations, yeah, boss. Frank Lampard getting a 10 out of 10. I love the fella. I think he's brilliant. As I said before, he's united the fan base that was so broken and so destroyed and so divided. And he's united all of us to fight for this football club. You could see how much this club means to him already. You can see how much he loves this football club already. And I love him. And the fans, once again, are getting a 100 out of 10. Because that atmosphere tonight was just beyond belief. Absolutely beyond belief. We've done it now. We've done it. We're safe. We could go to bed. Hopefully get a decent night's sleep. Wake up tomorrow and just be dead happy. Dead happy. Anyway, I'm going to finish it there before my voice decides to fully get off. We'll be back tomorrow with the whatever it's called, the live game review. And I look forward to sitting down and talking, because usually I do these videos as a live stream. It's a bit late. My mum and dad are in bed, so I didn't want to do them as a live stream. But I look forward to sitting down and hopefully having a long chat to a lot of you about the most historical game in my 23 years of supporting this football club, and one of the most historical games in the history of this football club. That is our 1,878th top flight win, 1878. That doesn't mean anything, then I don't know what does. Big thanks for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new. We'll see you after. Get in. Up the fucking toffees. Get in. See you after.